That's why when you own septic, you pump it out periodically. How many people would be living in the home? 2 of you guys with 2 systems, I get pumped out every 3 years. If there's ever 4 or 5 people in the home, I move it up to a 2-year schedule. Oh yeah, you'll be fine with every 3 years will be good because it's a split system. All right, so pumping is the most important part. That's where people go wrong with septic. Lots of homes you go to, homeowners are proud to tell you, oh, I haven't had to pump in 40 years. And you just haven't. All right, so pump every 3 years. Besides pumping, you're careful you flush down the toilet, pour down the drain. I'll give you a list of do's and don'ts. Down the toilet, no feminine hygiene products, paper towels, Q-tips. They say septic safe flushable wipes. There's really no such thing. And then down the drains, you want to avoid paints, oils, and greases. All right, if you cook a lot of grease, throw it in a coffee can, let it coagulate, throw it out with the rest of your garbage. Paint? Yeah, they don't really tell you where you should put it. But they don't want that paint going down the drain, so if you're going to try to avoid putting it down the drain, just
acrylic paint or just like
any paint really.
Base.
Yeah, what's that? Just because it's a living bacteria in there. All right, so gross, easy way, if it's not going through you and it's not toilet paper, it shouldn't make its way out here. Another thing with septic is you do not want to have a garbage disposal in the sink just because you'll introduce more waste into the system. All right, so that's really the maintenance. Both the tanks are in good shape. The inlet, the outlet baffles are intact. The integrity is in good shape. From here though, I'm going to show you, I'll show you on this one in a moment. This line, as soon as it leaves the septic tank, it's pinched. So it's the 4-inch PVC pipe is now like this. I took a picture of it. That'll be attached to the report. And then if you want to come over here to this system, this is the gray water. Same setup as with the tank. So if you want to take a look at the actual screen, this line is blocked up with a lot of things in it. More importantly now, when I ran the camera out, what's going on is the line is backing up. So you're going to see it. This is the camera actually here if you want to take a look. So you can see the water running out there now. So as soon as we're underwater right away. So this thing is backing up in the line. It's a little tough to tell, but now when you see this camera should not be underwater. So now you see that's what it really should look like on its way out. All right, but this line is beginning to back up. So
what does that mean?
It's not draining properly. So this system is going to need a licensed contractor or engineer to redesign the drainage portion of the system, and they'll have to fix that.
They would have to dig up the driveway and redo it. That's the whole thing.
But this is why you do the inspections. You find out now instead of find out when you're in the home. Basically, it's that one, the line's pinched. That's not the end of the world because they can always re-put the pipe. However, on this one, the line's actually backing up towards the septic system. So it's going to.
So what do they need to dig up? What's the
next step is to contact a septic engineer or a licensed contractor, and they'll devise a plan
on how to get this. All right.
Correct. It most likely will be a new drainage area. That will be.
Any idea how much?
How many bedrooms are here?
4.
4. It's all up to the engineer whether they utilize these tanks. Most likely they'll utilize these tanks. Are in good shape. They would just have to bring them up to code, which would be a manhole cover to the surface. But if you're talking about, I'm sorry, how many bedrooms? You said 4? 4 bedroom. If it's a new drainage area, we don't do any repairs, pump installations, just so there's no conflict of interest. But it could be maybe 20 grand, could be higher, could be lower. It's all gonna be dependent on what the engineer encounters when they do those test holes.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, do you guys have any questions about anything?
No.
Not that I can think of.
No.
Okay.
All this will be in a report in
Absolutely.
writing.
Yeah.
So we'll know what to forward.